Hey, I'm Sarah, and this is What the Fluff. This podcast is about real, unfiltered conversations, the kind you have with your ride or die friends, the ones who are your shoulder to cry on, your hype women or men, and your truth tellers who don't sugarcoat the bullshit. Some conversations are deep, some are chaotic, some are healing, and some are just really, really funny. But all of them are real, and all of them are authentic. Here, we talk about dating in today's world, healing from lessons and lived experiences, learning to choose yourself, and building a life you're actually proud of. If you're in a season of growth, figuring things out, or just trying to make sense of it all, you're in the right place. Because life is messy, growth is uncomfortable, and love is complicated. So come sit with me and let's figure this out together. This is What the Fluff, and I'm your host, Sarah. Okay, so this is episode 12, the love bombing detection list. Um, Guys, if you come on strong and disappear later, this episode is about you. And for my ladies, fast feelings don't mean real feelings. Babe, intensity is not intimacy. And this episode includes a real Fluff Boy journal entry from my journal from a certified love bombing specialist. And also joined with me today are my co-hosts Mary and Justin. Hey guys.
Hello.
What's crack-a-lacking?
So at first it feels amazing. The attention, the compliments, and the consistent texts. The feeling like you've met someone who is really into you, saying things like, I've never felt this way before, and you're exactly what I've been looking for. I can see a future with you. But it's only been a week.
A
Today,
week and 2 days.
it's been 8 business days. Buddy, you don't even know me. Uh, Today, I want to talk about love bombing, what it looks like, why it happens, and how to recognize it before you get pulled into the emotional whirlwind. Because sometimes what feels like intense romance is actually emotional manipulation. If it feels too good, too fast, babe, it usually is. You didn't meet the one, you met intensity.
hmm
So let's get into segment one. Why love bomb, or sorry, what love bombing looks like. Love bombing is usually starts with overwhelming attention and affection very early on. It can look something like consistent texts and calling, excessive compliments, big emotional statements right away, take talking about the future very, very quickly before they truly get to know you, and intense attachment after only a few dates. Love bombing can feel like it's fairy tale at first until the intensity becomes overwhelming. And one of the biggest things I've noticed is that people often confuse intensity with connection, but those two things are not the same. Um, how can I put this? Like if it feels like a wrong rom-com and at week one, babe, you should check the script.
hmm What's the difference between someone being excited versus doing the absolute most?
So I love how you set that up. It's almost like a joke. Like, what's the deal with airplane food? um, Anyone want to jump in on this, or can I take a crack at it first?
Do you
You
want
go
to take a
first.
crack at it first?
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it from the guy's perspective in this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
hmm
like, being excited is obviously something that we all kind of want when we're looking for any sort of connection with anybody. Whether it doesn't even have to be with anybody, really. It can be like with your job, for instance. You know, if you're not excited to go to work every day, at least in some capacity, you're going to have a rough go. So when it comes
hmm
to somebody you want to, potentially spend either an evening with, or you want to spend your life with, there has to be some sort of excitement. And naturally, I feel people doesn't sound really bad, but I mean this in the most positive way. People forget that the excitement fades and they lose the spark, if you will. But that can also be obviously rekindled. right? And that comes from changing up the narrative, changing up the routine a little bit, right? Obviously, we're creatures of habit, so we enjoy certain ground things. Like I love going for my weekend walkies with my family. That's what we call them.
Oh, that's
So
cute.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
like we look
that's
forward to
cute.
that. So we go, we get bread for the week, we get coffee, we take the dog to the dog park. You know, that's just part of the routine. Usually it
Mhm.
happens every morning. Sometimes it gets pushed back to the, like a early afternoon thing. But that is just something we enjoy. It's our time. We don't use our phones. We're very much just like it's just us, right? And that's something we've done recently, and that excites me. But that wasn't in the initial part of our relationship at all, obviously.
Mhm.
So that's my 2 cents.
Oh, so that's like what you guys did to kind of like rekindle the spark then.
I wouldn't even say rekindling per se. It's just something we naturally grew to. Like we enjoy the idea of walking. We enjoy being together, so we just kind of combined it together, and just ran with that. So it's a spark that we didn't know we needed, if you will.
Well, that's
Mhm.
cute. Yeah, it's something
That's
that
so
you
nice.
guys can do together, and I really like the no phones aspect too, because it's like you guys are spending time together without distractions or devices.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
love the phone thing so much.
Hmm.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
experience with people and their phones just
I know it's weird because like when you go on dates, some people are good about not being on their phones, others are just terrible at it. And it's like
it's a
when you
turn
ha
off for me, really.
yeah, it's a huge turn off. It's like, buddy, like you're supposed to be getting to know me. Why is your phone more important than the like our date and like hanging out with me? Like we're not sitting here parallel playing. We're trying to get to know each other to see if we're compatible.
Yeah, unless you're the president, I don't think you need that phone. Like, uh,
President.
there's a fine line between busy and then there's like, oh, you're
Distracted.
able to, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I had to use the president thing because it just gets to me.
Yeah.
Like, even the busiest of people can cut off like a couple of hours of their time just to be present.
Hmm.
Exactly. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree.
And like
Like,
sorry, go ahead.
no, 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 go ahead.
'Cause I wanna so for me like excitement like feels good. Like it feels natural and like um and I find like when I go on dates it typically builds over time because when I start getting to know people and like it's like, "Oh, I'm really excited to go on a date with this person." Like we've had a couple of really good dates. Like let's see where this goes. I'm excited to get to know them. And yeah, so it becomes like something I look forward to. But like the difference between that and like like doing the most and showing up like at like 110% the entire time, it's like it feels like pressure. And it's like pressure that you have to keep up with. So like when I'm excited, it's like it's consistent but not overwhelming. Like and I'm curious to get to know the guy and like things grow naturally and it doesn't rush intimacy. But like when I feel like I have to do the absolute most, like that's when like it feels super intense. Um and that's what I get typically receiving like over compliments and they over text, they do future talk like way too early. I've had a dude where it's like I see you as my future wife and like we were had like two or three phone conversations at
Oh
most.
God.
And it's like you like I have and that's the same guy who was like I just went on dating apps and you're the first person I talked to and I hope this all goes well. I hope I don't have to look any further. I'm like, "Oh, but," and I even said I was like, "Oh, buddy, that's a massive red flag." And he's like, "Wait, what do
Ooh,
you mean?"
delusional.
Oh
Yeah, and it's like
no.
I know. And he's like, "Wait, what do you mean?" I'm like, I'm the first girl you talked to after you broke up or after your marriage ended it with your ex. Like, nah, like I don't know where this is going, buddy.
I'm
Maybe
scared.
maybe you have to date a bit." Yeah. And I literally told him that. I was like, "You can't just settle for the first person. Maybe like you should date a bit and see where
But
things
to be
go."
fair, But to be fair, though, there are some people that fall immediately before they even know the person.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes, that's true. Yeah,
Like, as
that's
much of
intense.
a red flag that is, I can't lie, that was me at some point. Like, but without saying it.
Mm, mm,
Well, I think also too, as we kind of get older, we know what we want, so we weed out those who don't really interest us.
mm-hmm.
Oh,
And when you do find somebody who like kind of matches, your desires and sort of your non-negotiables, you sit there and you're like, well, my last relationship, I negotiated on these points. I really don't want to negotiate on these anymore. This
Mm,
person, maybe I should try to lock that down. And that goes for like both ways. When I was on the apps too, there were a couple lady people who were very much like, "Oh my God, like you want a dog? I want a dog. That's amazing. What dog should we get?" And I'm like, "Whoa, slow down there. You're still
wait,
spelling my
what?
name wrong at this point. Yeah,
really?
like you're still spelling Justin with an I. Like I need you to chill."
Jeez, jeez. I
Oh,
want a
God.
dog, but I don't think I ever heard that before.
Yeah, and that's just it's I don't know, like I mean, it's something that kind of took me by surprise, and it is kind of good to feel like you want to be wanted, and especially over something very trivial like owning a dog, and you're like, this is the deal maker, and you're like, what? Like, hold on a second, you're willing to
Yeah.
engage in like a long term responsibility with this child to co-parent after just talking to me for like 3 business
Two
days.
minutes. Two
So yeah,
minutes.
Yeah, that's wild. Like just the fast hook is like ugh.
You
right.
That's
want
that's a no
marriage
for
and
me,
kids?
dude.
It's yeah, it's absolutely no. But I mean, there again, and it works for some people. I know some people who are just like like married now because they both of them were in long term relationships. They realized what they can't negotiate or like
Hmm.
won't negotiate on, and then they got together, and the rest is history. And it's like, oh, nice, good on you. I hate you, but
Hmm.
good on you.
No, you
Yeah.
can't hate. You honestly, you gotta because if they can find it, then so can you.
I mean, hate is like a fun, like envious. I'm
Yes,
like,
it's
these
yeah,
people. Get
Yeah.
out
yeah.
there.
But if yeah, like if that means it's out there. It's not just a fairy tale uh romance novel where it's like, oh, people live happily ever after. That's why it's like it's nice to see people who actually find good, healthy people and have long-term relationships because it's like, wow, so like there is people like that out there. And like
Mhm.
that means the chances of me finding someone who's right for me, who's also good and stable long term, like that's awesome. Like yes, it's going to take time and but eventually I'll find it.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For
Yeah.
me, like the excitement that I deal with consistently compared to in my 20s versus now, oh, I just want to spend time with you. I see cooking with you. That's just a classic go-to. I can see myself going out with you consistently, introducing you to my mom. They even talk to me about telling their mothers so early on. Like I hear that and I'm like, the way
Yeah.
I feel like it's okay to tell your mom, but not in
Mm.
certain ways that it comes out of. Does that make sense? Where your
Yeah.
mom dictates who you're seeing.
Hmm.
I would hate for my mom to dictate who I'm seeing.
Yeah, I know.
So weird.
We had this conversation about that guy. We should make an episode on that guy because that guy
Yeah,
was wild. So
yeah.
for the listeners, we Mary and I had like a 3 hour conversation. She told me about this guy that she went on a date. Absolute love bombing specialist. Basically only was looking for external validation, and because Mary wouldn't give it to him,
Dipped.
yeah, he dipped.
Oh my lord.
Yes,
Yes.
because he also noticed that, oh, she's younger, but she's seeing through everything. Like no one can read my face for whatever reason. There are
Mhm.
some people that can, but this particular person couldn't figure out what I was thinking.
Okay, yeah, like I told you yesterday with a lot like I've witnessed this too across multiple dates. Like I find that men who aren't emotionally intelligent can't read emotions and can't read body language or like understand um how you're feeling. You have to describe how you're feeling to them. And
Hmm.
so it's like, so you're dealing with someone who can't understand emotions across the board. So because that comes from within, like people who are emotionally intelligent learn how to regulate and feel their emotions. And if they
Yeah.
haven't been able to do that first, of course they won't be able to have the emotional intelligence to feel and read emotions of other people.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just found it wild that I could tell the insecurities now right off the bat. I'm like, oh my God, that leads to more. And they overshare too. That's what I'm noticing.
Yes,
Everyone
yeah.
overshares with me, and I'm like, ah,
They trauma dump. Honestly, I'm learning this from Temptation Island too, because a lot like Temptation Island, the dates I've gone on, the dates I hear you go on, and like other girlfriends go on. It's like there's like a, it's not copy paste, but there's definitely patterns in it. Because a lot of these dudes who aren't emotionally intelligent, they want the fast feelings to get you hooked, like right off the bat.
and I don't do that right away anymore. Like now I
Yes.
feel excited, but then I'm like, oh no, oh
Yeah,
no.
I know. The oh
Yeah.
no. Oh no, this is dangerous. He's trying to hook
Yeah,
me so he can
yeah,
yeah, he that because once he hooks me, then I'm emotionally attached to him, and that's when the mask starts slipping.
yeah.
That's when
But
he
like,
that's when he's himself.
it was a wild story, I'm telling you, Justin. Like,
Mm,
I told you a little bit of it, but you'll hear most of it later on.
yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, we should do like a an episode of that guy and do like a
Oh,
love bombing, like a revisited. Because
oh
holy
yeah.
fuck, that guy, that guy was
He
wild.
should have won an award. I'm telling you, out of all the people that I've interacted with, wow, just shock.
Oh
Yeah.
my
So let's
lord.
let's get into segment two, guys. So this is the love bombing detection list. So yeah, let's just dive into it. The love bombing detection checklist includes they move extremely fast emotionally. They shower you with constant praise. They talk about long-term plans very early, like typically too early. They want your attention all the time. Um, they make you feel like you're the most special person in the world. And lastly, the attention feels overwhelming instead of natural. If it feels like the relationship went from zero to soulmate in 5 business days, slow down, girls.
Maybe in once, in some particular cases.
Yes, because real connection doesn't need to rush. Um, you didn't build connection, you just skipped the foundation. A soulmate in 5 business days. Come on, guys, be serious. He's not consistent, he's performing. Because fast feelings don't equal real feelings. You're not in love, you're in a dopamine spike.
Oh, gotta love
Mm,
that.
Yeah.
that's dope.
A little too dope.
Too dope. Jinx.
Yeah.
So, so guys, which one of these signs have you personally experienced?
Mm,
Ooh, signs I've personally experienced.
Hmm.
Uh, let's see. I went first last time. Anyone else want to go first?
Yeah, Mary, do you want to go first? Because yeah, you attract the love bombers, or you
oh
used
yeah. I used to, and now
you
I
used to.
detect it.
Yes, yeah, that's the thing. Now that you've attracted a lot of them, and now you've learned from the past. Now you can detect it like instantly within the first couple of dates. It's like,
Oh
oh
yeah.
shit, not
I
this
ask the
again.
right questions. I'm like, oh no.
Oh.
I'm like, you're great, but oh no.
Oh.
Oh,
That's
biggest
funny.
sign.
Yeah, biggest signs that you've personally experienced.
There's so many. Which one is the best one? Hmm.
First one that comes to your head.
Okay, so the first one is I want to spend more time with you,
Mm,
which is good, and
it's
from
yellow.
it's
It's giving
yellow.
yellow. Yeah.
it's good and it's bad. And my reasons for that is, okay, you want to spend time with me, but I low-key kind of don't believe you till I see it now.
Yeah. Or it's like they want to spend too much time with you. It's like we're
Yeah,
like you, for example, you hang out Friday. It's like, "Oh, can we hang out tomorrow?" And it's like, yeah, maybe, okay, like maybe I can fit you in tomorrow." And then tomorrow comes, you guys hang out and it's like, "Oh, can I see you again in like 2 days?" Are you free Tuesday? Wait, what do you mean? Now we've hung out 3 times in less than a weekend. This is the third date.
let's speed it. Let's speed it up.
So much
Let's
fuck
speed
that.
run. Speed run this.
Like I
So
feel
much
like
fuck that.
Yeah.
mm, it's great until it's not great. Like, and then they stop talking to you altogether, and I'm like, but what do you mean?
Hmm.
Like, it wasn't even back to back. It was like the first two, and then it was within different weeks, and then poof, you're gone.
They're gone.
And yeah,
Yeah. I find
like
those
you,
guys are like the ones who want, like, try to get you emotionally hooked. And they're looking
Yeah.
for a specific woman who will get a certain amount of
easy,
emotionally hooked. And
easy.
that's
Hmm.
when they, like, yeah, they want,
That's
yeah.
when it's like their ego boosts because they've lost it in the previous relationship, and then
Hmm.
they want it back. But
Well, I mean,
that's it. That's all they could give, right?
Well,
well, we're all creatures of habit, right? So it kind of like loops back to the point where I was talking about where, at least I think, anyways, where it comes down to almost familiarity and the fact that, like, yo, non-negotiables. So if their
hmm.
last partner had something they really liked that was non-negotiable, and then you echo that same sort of, I don't know, desire or whatever the case may be, they might just be like, cool, I need to linchpin myself to this real quick because these are a
Hmm.
dime a dozen or whatever the case may be.
Hmm.
But then all you have to do is communicate, Justin.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I'm
it.
not saying
I'm
they don't
not
have to.
like I'm not saying you owe me so much, but I'm just saying just an explanation. Be like, hey, I don't feel this anymore. Like
Yeah.
that's okay. I can take it.
Oh, a
I've
thousand
given
percent.
that. I've given that. I'm like, I don't feel like this is going to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I've been very respectful, but I feel like sometimes, like it doesn't matter the age anymore. Like all you can do is just say how you feel.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But also their lack of response is clarity as well. Because if they're not going to have an adult conversation with you and be real and honest and raw with you, it's you're basically like you dodged a bullet. Like if they can't have like hey, I don't think this is working out conversation, then how do you expect to be there when shit hits the fan? You can't.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. They're gonna be like running in the opposite direction,
Yeah.
or they're going to shut down.
They turn into Casper.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. They are going to turn into
Like
Casper.
I feel like also you say a lot of things, right? You
Hmm.
say you're going to do this and this, and you haven't really gotten to know the person. So I don't know. I just think at the same time, yes, you can read them right away, but if you know you like them enough to see them again, shouldn't you just be like, hey, I'm going to be busy for this certain amount of time. Would you like to see each other after?
Yes, that's an adult. You
Yeah.
should have
Yes.
adult
A-
conversations, yes. But not
And
like I find like not a lot of people have been able to have them, like especially the men I was going on dating, like going on dates from dating apps with. Like they're the
Mm-hmm.
type to like love bomb, and like they'll tell you everything and anything you want to hear, but their actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
and
No.
all you have to do, sorry,
Yeah.
all
Go
you
on.
have to do, all you have to do is I feel like some people also paint you with the same brush, and that's not fair.
What do you mean?
Like paint you with the same brush based on other people that they've gone through stuff with, and that's just not okay. It's
But
like
that's
me
Mm-hmm.
their
saying,
projection.
yeah, you're
That's like let them. Like that's their projection that they haven't dealt internally with. And that's not your problem. You can't
yeah.
take that on.
Yeah. That's I think we've all kind of had that experience where like you're carrying somebody else's cross.
Yes,
Uh,
definitely.
I think I mentioned that in episode 10, actually. I could be wrong. But there was an experience I had with that where like one of my exes, or a girl I was seeing, I should say, we were together 8 months. So I guess it was a full relationship. That was the longest 8 months in my life. But anyways,
Wait, what?
so it started off like perfect, like absolutely. I'm like, oh, this is amazing. And then by month 3, all of a sudden, like everything flipped. It was the weirdest thing I've ever been in. I was like, oh
Flipped.
yeah.
What do you mean flipped?
So it went from like colorful conversations to just accusations, and I was like, what the hell? So
Whoa.
yeah. So one thing that
Mm.
happened, her ex used to day drink. It was just like a thing he did. All
Ooh,
right,
red
whatever,
flag.
right? But anyways, so he used to day drink, and then there was one day. It was in the summer. My dad and I, he's from the East Coast. Him and I were building. I can't remember if we were building the shed or we're doing something inside the shed. We were doing some like heavy labor things. So it was like
Hmm.
12 o'clock hit, and Dad's like, "Let's have a beer," and I'm like, "Sounds good." It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
30 degrees. We're sweating our testiculars off because at that time I had 2 testiculars. We're sweating our
Hey.
testiculars off, and so I was having a beer, right? And I sent her a photo, and she's like, my ex used to day drink. Is this a regular thing for you?" And I was like, "Nah, it's not." And she's like, "I need to take a step back real quick. This is very triggering." And I was like, "You need
Oh
therapy."
God. What do you
Oh,
mean? Like you literally
Yeah.
told her this is not a regular thing, and then she still like that's projection. That's unhealed trauma and wounds that she needs to
Oh my
deal with.
god, yeah. She said she went to therapy twice, and she's like, "I think I'm good." And I was at that time I should have been like, "Nah, nah, fam, you're
Yeah,
not
you're
good.
not good.
You as
I
stable
work
as an
on
IKEA
being
table."
good.
Like,
yes, fuck. Like that's the thing with people. It's like they take therapy and they're like, I just won therapy. It's like, no,
Oh
that's not how
yeah.
that works.
It doesn't seem like it to me.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, it's just like the first step into changing a bad habit or like gaining emotional awareness or like having like an epiphany. Although let's just put a blanket statement like having an epiphany. It's like the first step is to understanding the bad habit or understanding what you did wrong and having the self-awareness to like be like, "Oh shit, maybe I wasn't perfect in this situation." Then the next step, which is the hardest step, is to actually
Mhm.
changing the behavior. And
Yeah.
that's where a lot of people fall short because they can understand they a lot of people do have the self-awareness to be like, yeah, that was wrong. Like,
Hmm.
oh yeah, I shouldn't crack a beer open at 10 a.m. every day. And then 10 a.m. rolls around, it's like, I think I'm gonna crack that beer open.
Yeah. It's calling to me.
Yeah, but maybe I'll just do it tomorrow. Maybe I'll start tomorrow.
Yes.
We've all heard it, and we've probably done it ourselves too. Like I'm no, I'm guilty of oh, let's just do it one more day, just one more day.
Hmm. Naturally. Like, who starts a diet on a Monday?
Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah. Monday's my hardest day.
Yeah, literally. Uh,
Yeah. No, what's mine? Oh, mine. The one that stuck out to me the most was the fast emotions and the future bombing. Because this the
mm,
my fluff boy, the biggest love bomber. That's his name is D. We call him D, the love bombing specialist. He was the
okay.
one who promised the sun, the moon, and the stars. He was um he was the one who was like, "Oh my God, I'll be the best husband. I'm the best husband. I cook, I clean, I do all these things. I'll rub your feet, I'll take care of you." And then like start talking about these lavish vacations that we would go on and like, "Oh, I want to take you to a spa and have a Scandinavian spa day with you and all this shit." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, you know what?"
Let me
I haven't even
entertain this.
the thing is, no, the thing is, I haven't even gone on a date with this guy yet. And I'm
Jesus
like,
Christ.
let's get to date one and then we'll see what happens.
You may not like
Buddy,
me.
But I
that is
know, right? You like the conversations we have on the phone because we had quite a few of them because we were
mhm.
both parents, so it was hard to coordinate schedules. So we spent a couple hours on the phone like here and there. But yeah, no, that dude, wild. He was wild. He was the most wild one, most memorable.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's funny actually.
I know, right? We didn't even go on a date.
Yeah, I
I,
haven't even gotten that in a long time. I have to be fair. I haven't gotten that in a while.
yeah, I mean, I don't. I've had that after one date, and like I've been guilty of it too. Where, like the connection is really good. I'm like, yo, like, let's plan like another date, and they're like,
hmm
yeah, I'm down. And then like I don't know, they just go like the next day. They're like, hey, so I thought about it. No, and I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, all right. So that's just
Yeah,
it's a thing. It
yeah,
happens.
it is a
But
thing. Yeah.
like, I've never once planned out my wedding with somebody like
Really.
pre-date.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's some crazy people out there. But I
I
think it's
Some
mean,
just all
crazy.
for
we're all guilty of it, though. I feel like
I
we
think
all get
especially younger,
excited.
right?
Yeah, when we're
yeah.
younger. I thought I
Yeah.
would have it all by 20 something.
Yeah. But you know what? Honestly, guys, this dude was how old? He was 40 fuck.
45.
44? Yeah, because
Okay.
he was like, because I remember him saying, I'm 12 years older than you are. Is that okay? There's a huge age gap. And I'm like, age is only a number. Exactly what the young guys used to say to me.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah, buddy.
Age is only a number.
number.
It's like, buddy, I'm 8 years older than you are. It's okay. Age is only a number.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So let's get into segment three, guys. Why people love bomb. So now here's the thing. Not everyone who love bombs is doing it with bad intentions. Sometimes it comes from insecurity, attachment issues, fear of abandonment, and wanting validation. But in other cases, it's a way to create emotional dependency quickly. Love bombing creates high emotional peak, which makes the crash feel even harder later. And that's what makes it most confusing because the beginning feels so real sometimes. Um, some people don't want you. They just want, wait, how do I put this? Um, some people don't want you. They just want how you make them feel.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
hmm
So, have you ever met someone who meant it well and still overwhelmed you?
Oh God, yes. You meet people that. Okay, so for the fans who don't know me, I'm an actor and a comedian, along with being a teacher. So when I go on a date with somebody and I tell them that, almost their first instinct is like, "Yo, I want to come to one of your shows," and it's like, "All right, you can do that." But I have control over what show you want to come to because I don't want you to come to like a bar show where it's like myself and just comics and I'm working out material. That's no fun for anybody.
Mm.
So I want you to come to more of like an established show like Yuck Yucks or Absolute XYZ insert blah 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 blah. And after the show, especially when it goes well, which it usually does, the
Yeah.
thank you, Mary. um there's always the
Stroking your ego.
please stroke me ego. I need it. Um there comes a point in time where they're like, "Oh my God, like I would love to go on tour with you. I would love for you to, take me with you on the road. That'd be so much fun
Whoa.
together." And I'm sitting there and I was like, "How big do you think I am that I can go on tour?" Number one, like if I'm going on tour, it's Southern Ontario and it's from like here to Hamilton to Uxbridge, like maybe Sault Ste. Marie the farthest. Homegirl, we're not exactly partying it up. We're not living the lavish life. We're not popping champagne bottles. We're popping like Dollarama three for a dollar kind of things.
Okay,
We're
to
just
be
like,
Yeah.
we're
fair,
going
it's the
through because of it.
Longo's brand, not
Yeah.
Dollarama.
Like, yeah,
We're
I'm not
not
making
Matt Rife yet, or what's the other one? Burt Kreischer.
Yeah.
literally, right? I'm making tens of dollars.
Maybe 10 in my account that day. You never know.
Yo, brother, you can come with us, but I'm carpooling with Mike and Ryan. You're the fourth one, buddy, and you got a chip for gas. Like, you want to come on this?
Mhm.
We're gonna talk a lot of fart jokes on the way up there, and then like, so it's one of those
Oh,
things where it's like they meant well, and they're like, "I want to be with you," and I was like, "No, no, no, no. You want to be with what I'm going to be." And I fully believe I will be that
yes.
comedian who sells
Mhm.
out theaters at some point in my career. I'm just not there yet.
Mhm.
You don't want Justin Williams who's heading off to Keys Comedy Club on Wednesday night in the basement of a bar. Like, you don't want you don't want that. You want like
I mean, it's
Massey
different
Hall
with
live.
friends.
Yeah.
Right, friends, 100%. Like, you two, I don't care. Come to those shit shows. It's fine.
Mhm.
You're gonna love me after. But I mean, like, I was
Yeah.
trying to impress. Like, uh, anyways,
Yeah. It's like they're falling in love with the idea of you rather than who you are as a person.
yeah,
I
yeah.
wonder what I said to you when I saw your show. I don't remember.
Well, I mean, you said a lot of things.
Oh,
And you
okay.
saw it
Well, I
twice
don't
2 weeks time.
remember. Really? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, there was the first time there was, I don't exactly remember verbatim, but you ran up to this because it was a weird thing where you had to like, in order to choose who won the competition, you had
Oh,
to like scream.
yeah.
So you
Oh,
ran up
yeah.
to the front and like
Oh
screamed.
yeah. I've heard about that one a couple of times. Yeah. It's so cute.
And I was like, oh, thank you, Mary.
I
Um,
wanted you to win.
yeah, and I did because of you. And then I won $100. Um, and then what else happened? Then there's another one. I was doing like a Saturday show or something, and you showed up. Same club. By the way, that club shut down, so it's terrible.
Oh,
Um, yeah, I miss that place. But then, yeah, like you came and like you hung out with me after, and I wanted to take you to the green room to kind of show you what it was about, but the headliner didn't want me to. He's like, "No,
Rude.
it's a secret spot." I was like, "All right." I think he was scared that we were going to do something on the couch back there,
was I?
and I was
Sounds
like,
like me.
"I'm like, the door doesn't lock though. Like the door."
Oh my God.
Because like the green room was also next to the storage, which was next to the freezer that they need to get food out of
Food
sometimes.
out.
Mm,
So like, yeah, there's another like, and the door swung out, not in.
interesting.
So yeah, there's no privacy, none.
Mm,
Hmm.
that's funny.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
don't even remember that. That's the funny part.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, how about you, Sarah? Has anyone meant well for you, but then still came off as overwhelming?
Yeah. There was honestly a lot of them. Well, who did I? Bob the Unbuilder. Bob the Unbuilder was hella overwhelming. Like he was falling head over heels for me, like from like I would say phone call two.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. I think
Remember?
I
Yes.
remember her.
And
Yeah.
I kept telling you, I'm like, because I don't know where this is. Like, I've never met the dude. Like, we haven't even gone on a date. Like, he seems good, but this was when I was in my high observing era, and I was just like, okay, yeah, you're saying all the right things. I see potential, but we're not gonna build a foundation on potential. So yeah, but yeah, his story was read in the Bob at the Builder episode, and yeah, it's we had the one date. He showed up drunk to our date actually, and he showed up 2 hours late.
Damn.
And you went after me.
Well, what do you mean I went after you?
You
I
Whoa.
did.
had no idea that he was gonna show up drunk or 2 hours late. But also
Well,
to
for
be
me,
fair,
it
it was
was
like,
2 hours.
yeah, but he had no excuse. It was a snowstorm that day. Like it was
Mm.
actually like
Okay.
full on snowstorming. I said like, "Are you sure you want to come like come meet up?" And he was like, "Yeah, no problem. I'll just drive responsible. I'll just drive slow. Like we'll get it done. Like I'll be there in like an hour." And then yeah, and then I like messaged him after an hour. I was like, "Hey, you still coming?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm stuck on the highway. It's really bad, but I'm still coming." Yeah,
Mhm.
so yeah, it's like yeah, it was I would say it was a yellow flag. That was a yellow flag, but showing up drunk was a huge red flag that I was like, yeah, I don't know.
That means
I
he
don't know.
drove drunk. That's crazy.
Yeah, then because that's what he drove drunk to meet up. And I'm like, fuck. And then that really left a bad taste in my mouth. And then after that date, I find out he's in debt. I find out, and then he has he has no intention of paying off anytime soon because he's like I low key can't afford it. I'm living
Oh
paycheck
my
to
God.
paycheck. I know. And then there was a couple other things where I'm like, yeah, this isn't gonna work because he's just making excuses for his poor decisions and where he was in life.
Yep.
And it's like I can't be, and I said in the episode, I can't be Bob at the Builder to fix this guy. He needs to be Bob at the Builder on his own fucking life.
Hmm. He needs to build himself first.
Exactly, yes. And I couldn't be the one to do it because like what I've learned, um what I've learned about myself and about other people, it's like I've gotten to a point in my life where I'm doing very well. Like I'm doing very well for myself. Like I got a good head on my shoulders, a good career. Like life is great. But so
Hmm.
like I've kind of, like when people say they quote unquote crack the code, it's like they figured out how to do it right. And because with my mindset, and me being um I'm like the nurturing mother. Like I want to help everybody. And that's
Hmm.
like my biggest strength and my biggest downfall too, because because I know how to do things quote unquote the right way, but it's not like, it's not the right way. It's like how do I put this? It's like I know how to do things well and I excel at a lot of things. So it's like then I try and help people by fixing their own lives. But typically that doesn't go very well. When I tell people like what they can improve on and where they go wrong, then I get met with um defensiveness and like deflecting, blaming, oh you don't know the full story. Even though like I have the best intentions because I want to help people, but the
Right.
way it comes off is like no, like you're telling me what I'm doing wrong and now you're trying to fix me. So what
Yeah.
I've learned to not do is exactly that. I've learned to, instead of telling people how to better themselves, I do it with my standards. Like I
Ooh.
yes, like I uphold certain standards and certain boundaries and certain self-respect where it's like you need to meet me here. This is where I stand, this is where I'm going, this is where I need to be met. And you'll either fall in line or fall off.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's
Ooh.
I know, right?
Oh.
So yeah, yeah, like I'm done trying to fix people. I'm done trying to help people. Like I will be here when you need the shoulder to cry on. I'll be here when you need some like you're doing a good job there, buddy. But I'm not gonna actively pull you out of the water from you drowning in a kiddie pool anymore. You need to step up, you need to get yourself out, and then I'll be the person to reignite your flame.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Damn, homie. All
I
right.
know.
Deep, right?
I know,
Hell yeah.
right? Yeah. So here, oh my God. So we're gonna get into segment four, the Fluff Boy Journal entry D, the love bombing specialist. So today's Fluff Boy Journal is D. This guy is a guy who makes you feel like the most important person in the world, almost immediately. The compliments, constant. The texts, nonstop. The emotional intensity, through the roof. At first, it feels like something out of a romantic movie, but sometimes what looks like devotion is actually love bombing. This is Fluff Boy entry number 9, D, the love bombing disappearing act, where we met briefly, and apparently that was already too long. How long I knew him? About a week, which somehow still managed to contain an entire emotional roller coaster. His opening strategy, full force, love bombing. Constant compliments, big future talk, promises of going to a Scandinavian spa weekend, pampered princess energy. All dreamy, all flattering, all happening far too fast to be real. Um, the important background detail. Freshly out of a 6-year marriage and shares a child with his ex. Like freshly, like within months. I think it was like 4 months. Yeah, it was 4 months. Um, which already suggested not emotionally processed, not actually ready, and possibly not even fully honest. Where things escalated quickly. By the third-ish phone call, we crossed into intimate territory. And almost immediately after that, distance. The intuition that circled. His sudden shift didn't feel random. It felt guilty. Like maybe he wasn't actually divorced. And the reality of what he just done caught up to him the moment things became real. Not proven, but emotionally, it fit the behavior perfectly. Buddy, Buddy was probably still married. The suspicious claim of the week. I was supposed to be his first and only match on the dating site, which raised several investigative questions that will remain classified in the group chat. The planned first date, a gym date, perfect in theory. What actually happened? No call, no show, silence starting 2 days before the date. Current status, fully ghosted. Last contact, a week prior to our last phone call. Oh wait, no, our last text message. Um, and spiritually, archived. How it made me feel. The honest edition. Annoyed at the fantasy he created, grateful it ended early, and proud that my intuition eventually saw through the performance. Because the real interest doesn't vanish overnight, only secrets do. The real lesson from D. Fast intensity does not equal romance. Big promises are not effort, and when someone's story feels unclear, my intuition is usually telling the truth. My healing affirmation. I trust the quiet red flags. The right man will be free, honest, and consistent. Not secretive, rushed, or disappearing. Slow and steady is safe. Final rating, 1 star. 1 star for the compliments, 0 stars for honesty, readiness, or integrity. Closure statement. Thank you, D, for reminding me that confusion is often a clue, and my intuition is always trying to protect me. And the one living a double life will always disappear when the truth gets too close.
Looking back, what kind of signs did you ignore?
What kind of signs did I ignore? Honestly, with this one, because in my observation era, I ignored none of them. This
You were
is
on high
when,
alert.
exactly, because this is when I was seasoned on dating apps, because he was the second last one I talked to. And I was in high alert and high observation mode, so none of the red flags got past me, which was I was actually really proud of myself with the growth, the reflect like self-reflection, the accountability of where I messed up in prior situations and what I could do better.
I'm proud of you too.
Thank
Yay! Thank you.
you.
I got a good job there,
Gold star.
buddy. Yay!
What got you hooked?
Ooh, what got me hooked? Well, it wasn't really a hook. It was more of like a lot of yellow flags. It was more of like I'm gonna take a step back and see where this goes. Because your words they sound promising. They also sound like they could turn into a huge red flag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Naturally. Naturally.
Yeah. So it's like, let's see where this goes. You got big game, you got big talk. And he was like the type of dude who he seemed emotionally intelligent. He seemed to have a good head on his shoulders, like good job, like overall like good resume. but it's like, let's see if you can actually back it up in actions.
Yes.
Yeah.
They all look good on a resume.
Hmm. A lot of them do, but the
Mhm.
but the integrity and the execution and the actions are like they they speak volumes. And a lot of them can't, but a lot of them don't have integrity, and a lot of them don't have emotional intelligence. And just because you can bring home a paycheck doesn't mean you're a good husband.
This is very true.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh,
What's your experience, Justin?
with like love bombing, or
Hmm.
well, I mean, there were a couple times there were young female companions who I say young because I was in like early 20s, I guess,
Mm.
and who were just very much just like, wow, like you're a really great individual. I appreciate everything you do. This, that, and the other thing. You have a good head on your shoulders. Kind of this like similar stuff. And then they're like,
Hmm.
I think we should explore this long term. And you're like, dope, cool, great.
Hmm.
And then like a day or two later, they're like, oh, I'm sorry, like it's too much for me. And I was like, too much? You
Whoa.
were the one who was like making all these promises.
Too much.
Too much. Too much who? Too much where? Too much when? Too much you? Like my fucking
Yeah.
Christ.
Like,
So
that's wild.
yeah, that was mine, bro.
Yeah, so like, how did that make you feel? Like, what was the shift what did the shift feel like emotionally to you, Justin? Because I've never been on that side before. I've never had that
Mhm.
happen to me. So I'm curious about like your stance on that.
It felt like a country song. It was just like, was this even real? Like, mind you, I wasn't as emotionally invested as they came off as. But I'm like, yeah, I know, like they have some like non-negotiables that that I was looking for in my past relationships. No, this is pretty cool.
Hmm.
But also like I'm not sitting there being like, this is the be all and end all. They are the perfect one. I was just like,
Let's see
oh,
where this goes, homie.
yeah, I'm like this was promising, and just like the others, you have let me down. So
Ah, yes. So you were in your heavily observing era too.
yeah, 100%. Just more like I don't trust you.
Yes.
Give
Yes,
me a
exactly.
reason to trust you.
Yeah, actually, I had no reason to. Y'all being flaky as sin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, okay, guys, let's get into segment five, when the love bombing stops. So, one of the biggest signs of love bombing is the shift. Because after the intensity, things often change. The attention drops, the communication becomes inconsistent, emotional distance shows up, and that's when the confusion hits. Because you're sitting there thinking, what happened to the person I met at the beginning? The biggest red flag? When the intensity disappears just as quickly as it started.
Hmm.
Because real love doesn't rush you, it meets you. And if you have to question it, it's not for you, girl or dude.
Hmm.
uh, the beginning was bait, the inconsistency was your truth. And like, I don't fall for potential anymore. I watch for patterns, and patterns are my absolute favorite thing in the whole wide world.
Oh yeah.
Preach.
Yeah,
I
because consistency is
oh
attractive, chaos is not. And the right person doesn't overwhelm you, they will ground you.
Yeah, yeah, they will. They humble the
Hmm.
shit out of you
Oh, fuck yeah, they do.
in like a loving way.
Hmm. Yes.
Yeah. No, exactly. So I guess in this case, Mary, um, just to kind of pick up where we are, what does
mhm.
emotional withdrawal actually do to somebody?
Oh, I think you're the perfect person to answer
Oh.
That's what I thought so too.
that.
Are
Let's
we
keep whispering. Maybe
whispering?
she won't hear us.
Yeah, I'll be whispering. I can't hear no one. I'm talking to myself.
All negative.
uh,
I'm sorry, what was your question?
What does emotional withdrawal actually do to somebody?
Well, self-blame.
Self blame.
hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you
And
blame
I'm like,
yourself,
Ooh,
yes.
yeah.
what did I say to cause this? And with someone that loves to analyze, even myself and other people, I'm like, hold on a second. I said nothing wrong. I
Hmm.
Yeah.
didn't try to offend the person. If anything, I was being supportive. Um, I just overanalyze and I'm like, and I forget to look at the gray areas. I'm like, hold on a second.
Hold
This
on.
is, yeah, like, hold on. You said a lot of things and it makes sense now.
Hmm.
And
You
every
did say a
day
lot of things.
that I go through, like I speak to Sarah about it, I'm like, it's a good thing I was observing and I even mirrored it. And I'm like, I see through actions. Like I said that as I was out with someone. I'm like, I don't want to hear your empty words. I want to see your actions.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
like it puts that person off. They're like,
Like, oh shit,
oh
they see
no,
right through me.
oh no, you're
Mama,
seeing
no!
everything.
Oh no, abort, abort. We need to find a more malleable woman instead of this one.
Yeah. They're
Oh my
like,
god.
damn, you know what you want, don't you? And I'm like,
Yeah.
yes,
Aren't you supposed to when you go on dates?
yeah.
No.
No, we're supposed to be winging it, guys. Like, what are you?
And I
Can't
like
fly
to
if you
date
don't wing it.
people that are like older too, though. That's the thing, older.
Yo, age is
Whether
just
it's
a
like,
number, bro.
no, 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 I know, that's
Oh
the
no.
thing. That's the thing. That's the mind-boggling thing. I'm like, I go for people older, and I sometimes forget we're all on the same level. But now that I remember we're on the same level, I'm like, but 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 why?
Wait, wait. You still haven't done the character development that I did in my 30s, and you're like 45? Well, brother,
But
how have you been living your life?
I'm like, I can see why you went backwards in life and not forwards. Like,
Oh
I'm not
God.
saying everyone has it together because we're all still learning, but at least
Yeah.
that part of your
Yeah.
life, you should know to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh,
Otherwise, why you on the site for?
There should be like an emotional test that you take before getting on dating apps.
Yes,
I know, right? Yes, I completely agree.
Yo, Tinder, listen up. This is $1 billion idea. Okay. Have a subscription service, but the subscription service, make it like $2 a month, something cheap. And they have to fulfill a test. All right. And it's an emotional EQ test. All right. And then from this emotional EQ test, you get placed in a pool of people. You can opt to go outside of your pool should you want to, but then you're stuck within this demographic of people that you're like, oh, they kind of get my shit.
Stop.
Okay, I
That's
did.
mm,
genius.
Thank
No.
you.
put it on every app.
Holy
That sounds
shit. Because
really
then
good.
yeah, because then then the people who are actually done the inner work won't have to to sift through all the trash on there. Because that's
Yeah.
why I'm off dating apps. It's because I can't, I genuinely don't, I do not have time. I don't have time.
I just can't be bothered. There are some people that I look at now and I'm like, you know what? It's okay. Like, it's
Yeah,
okay to be far from each other. It's okay.
yeah. But if a dating app, yeah, guys, listen up. Hinge, Tinder, all y'all, take notes.
Everything's the same. Everything's the same. Don't pay for it. It's a
Yeah.
crime.
Or or there's either one of these dating apps or a new dating app comes out and does exactly Justin's idea, because that would save people so much time, so much sifting. And it's like, hey, if you're emotionally constipated, looking for a good time, not for a long time, here's your dating pool. Good luck, have fun.
Yeah.
But for
You
someone
guys can
who's
all be figuring it out together, even if you play
exactly,
monogamy.
Bump into the same walls.
Yeah.
literally. But the people who are on there with good intentions and done the self-work, it's like, here's your dating pool. Now you don't have to sift through the people who are just figuring it out. I'm 43 and I don't know where I'm going, but I'm here for a good time.
I'm like, I'm here. I don't know how long I'll be here, but I'm here.
Oh my God, it's wild. Honestly, that's 10 out of 10. I love that idea.
We should send this to all the dating websites, see how far they will get with it.
Frick that, bro. We should make our own dating app. What do you want
Yeah,
about?
we should make our own dating
Okay,
app.
you know what? I'm game.
In the era
Yes,
of AI, none of us have to code. Talking
I
about
know. I know, right? We'll find someone who codes.
your boyfriend, ChatGPT.
Yeah, Ryan. Hey, shout out to
Honestly, let's
Ryan.
go. Let's go. I feel like not only would it benefit a lot of people, but it would also eliminate a lot of people.
Yes, I agree.
Oh my God. Yeah, I completely agree. Oh my God, that's something to ask. You know what? When I after I like in this what do you call it? Sometime this weekend I should banter with Ryan and say, "Hey, is it possible to do this? To create
Let
a dating app with
Oh,
like
100%.
with dating in your pool?"
We should do it after this episode just to see, like, have a mini break and like as we're doing other things, as we're
Wait,
taking
break?
a
What are
break.
you talking about, break?
What do you mean? You're
What do
We're
you
not
doing two
going to
episodes
go
today,
and
apparently.
go to the
we were doing
washroom?
two.
Are you going to hold it in?
Oh, you get 10 minutes.
Exactly. You have 10 minutes to look.
Or I have 10 minutes to get a Tim Tam and a coffee.
Yeah, that
That's
and
it. I'm
looking.
admittedly for the next episode. I don't know if I can stay this long.
Okay, no
Okay.
worries.
Yeah, because we're like an hour and a half now. We're still
Oh
in the first one.
shit.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay, hold on. How many segments do I have left? I think I have two segments. So
Two.
let's get through this. So segment six, a healthy affection versus love bombing. Healthy affection feels different. It doesn't feel overwhelming. It feels steady. It grows over time. It includes consistent effort, emotional balance, mutual pacing, and respect for boundaries. A healthy relationship doesn't usually feel like emotional roller coaster in the first month. And honestly, slower connections are often the ones that last longer because they're built on something real. Peace feels unfamiliar when you're used to chaos, and the right one won't overwhelm you. He or she will align with you because real love builds, it doesn't flood. Slow doesn't mean uninterested, it means intentional. So don't chase sparks, choose stability.
Why does calm feel boring after chaos?
What does calm feel boring? Because I feel like it feels safe, and some people just want that adrenaline rush. Like you want someone who's kind of. I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but I feel like in my personal take on it, people who want chaos are because their life is so controlled as it is. They have the standard
Hmm.
9 to 5. They do what they need to do. They get in relationships. They get out of relationships. It's just like status quo. They want something that's a little more zhuzhy.
Hmm.
That's just my
They're,
Hmm.
take on
yeah, because their nervous system got used to the highs and lows. They
it. Yeah.
thrive in the highs and lows. Like when you're used to chaos, like intensity, inconsistency, the emotional roller coaster, your brain starts to associate that with interest and even connection sometimes.
Hmm.
So when something calm and steady and predictable comes into your life, it typically doesn't feel exciting and it feels unfamiliar. So that's when people start calling them red flags and kind of self-destructing.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, like the way I met you, Justin. It was too calm. It
You were
was
in
too
your
healthy.
destruction era.
She really
Um,
was.
Yeah.
yeah, like it was interesting to say the least. And then now that I'm seeing it from your lens, I'm like, oh Lord.
Hmm.
I went through the ringer and I could understand you a lot more.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like people put me through the same thing I put him through, except the difference is I just didn't bother messaging after. But with him and I, the dynamic turned out way different than I expected.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, in what
Because I
way?
can't be bothered, because it turned into a really loving friendship. Like
Hmm.
we grew into it and it was nice. It was it was very uncomfortable with me in the beginning because I'm like, what's happening? Like
Mm.
question mark. And
This isn't
and then
chaos.
yeah, this isn't chaos. I'm enjoying it. And by the time I actually was like, this could be something, it was a little bit like it was too late, but at the same time, it's kind of great because now I can talk to him about anything and everything.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like it's easier. I can like run things by him. It's nice.
Hmm.
Oh, likewise. I appreciate that very much.
Aw, he's so
No.
sweet.
Healthy pacing. Like take it slow, create a foundation.
Hmm.
Just
Hmm.
because you have a few nice conversations doesn't mean you should, bring out a ring and propose in a hypothetical term.
Hmm.
Just, it's okay to be excited, but it's only like the beginning, and there is potential. But if two people work on what is it, the construction of the base, that's when it can
Foundation.
The
progress.
foundation,
Yes,
yep.
yes, the foundation of that relationship, they can build a very nice home, very homey home, if that makes sense,
Hmm.
rather than a destructive chaos and explosions where it's like, oh, you know how kids make towers and then punch it after? That's how it feels like.
Hmm. Yes.
Yeah, that's my input. What are you guys feeling towards it?
So, what does healthy pacing actually look like? So it looks like consistency without pressure. It's like getting to know someone over time and not feeling like you have to figure everything out or figure them out in a week. Like effort shows up regularly and not all at once, then disappears. Because
Hmm.
like healthy pacing doesn't rush intimacy, it builds it. Because it's not hot and cold. It won't feel hot and cold. It feels steady, consistent, and clear.
Right.
If it needs to be rushed to work, it's probably not meant to last. Because the quicker it ignites, the faster it burns out.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
I don't look for that anymore as easier as it could be.
Hmm.
How about you, Justin?
Yeah, I mean, I obviously I'm not in a situation where I can look, but back in the day, I don't know if I necessarily thought about looking in the sense of like, oh, I want this to be like a bright light with a bright future. I always kind of took it a little blasé. And I don't
Mm,
mean that in like negative sorts. It's just more like I recognize as adults, you're going to have your own opinions, your own views, and everything. And I shouldn't have to almost prove my worth to you if it
Mm,
doesn't work out. If they're sitting there and they're like, well, I think we should stop talking. And I'm like, all right, I respect your decision. And they're like, well, your lack of caring proves I did the right choice or made the
uh,
right choice. And
no,
it's like, no,
yes.
no, as a grown
no.
adult, I expect you and respect you. So I expect you that you made all these conscious choices to sit there and weigh your pros and cons. You feel like this is the best route. All right. If you're coming out here trying to rage bait me to be like, no, stay. I'm not trying to. Why do I want that? Homie, that's a red
Yeah,
flag. Right. And the fact that you
that's
want me to do that now
huge.
is even more of a red flag. So you know what? Get gone.
Bye bye.
Now I'm
Go
leaving
away,
you.
please.
Like, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's messed up.
it
So,
is
guys, what does choosing yourself actually look like in dating?
choosing yourself. I mean,
Yes.
I feel like just knowing what you're willing to. I hate the word settle. That's such a wrong, terrible word. But I feel like it's just knowing your like the limitations and being like, you know what, this is my non-negotiables. This is what I'm doing. Choosing
Hmm.
yourself. Like that's to me, that's what that means.
Hmm.
That's not being selfish. That's putting yourself first.
Hmm.
Yeah. I feel like I now for me it's like unacceptable if you behave a certain way. Like I do expect some form of communication. I understand everyone's busy with their different jobs and everything, but like even a message to be like, I'm sorry I've been busy. I hope you're okay. And
Hmm.
let's plan something. I'm not expecting a lot as much as I used to anymore because I understand the situations. I'm thinking realistically, not in La La Land anymore.
Mm.
Hmm.
And it shocks people. They're like, wow, like because I'm around a lot of older people, they're like, I obviously I tend to, you know, I date a little bit older and they're so shocked. They're like, you're so mature for your age. And I'm like, well, yeah, I have figured a lot of things out on my own. And like, obviously I had help. It's not completely just me, but I want to be around someone that's more mature, more, they have their life together. They can match up, right? The
Hmm.
way
Mhm.
Sarah says, I feel like I have leveled up to that degree where I'm like, I'm not accepting anything from you. The bare
Mm.
minimum. You have to make it to the bare minimum and then exceed from there.
I
Hmm.
I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's like I don't fall for words. I watch for patterns because patterns are
Hmm.
like I really like I can't say it enough. I can't preach it enough. I love patterns because it's not so much a copy paste across the board, but you can see patterns with certain behaviors and with certain people. And what I've learned is like the right person won't confuse you. I'm not impressed by intensity. I'm impressed by consistency. Like we're not
Mhm.
collecting potential anymore. We're choosing alignment.
Yeah.
And like I'm not abandoning my own needs anymore just to keep someone around. Like
I
I
don't
say
need your validations.
exactly, yeah. I say what I want. I say what I need like for myself and even if it risks losing them. And it's also like walking away when something doesn't feel right instead of trying to fix it. And he- honestly, like it's also paying attention to actions, not just words.
Mhm.
Ooh,
Because
that's a hard one.
yeah, because it's not about finding the right person, it's about not staying with the wrong one.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yes,
Okay.
because right now I choose myself and I choose peace.
I
So
choose
much
peace.
easier. So much
Yes,
easier. I'm like, I'd rather be alone than be with someone that makes me feel more alone.
yes,
Mhm.
And if I'm like trying to get your attention all the time, I don't think that's necessary for me anymore. I don't chase. You claim you're alpha, please behave that way.
yeah. Well, it's all give and take too. Communication is a two-way street. Like you gotta you gotta match the energy, and they also have to meet you.
Yeah, that's kind of hard for certain people to be fair.
But that's okay. That's
Because
your
I feel
clarity.
like I'm
They're not
pulling
your
teeth.
husband.
If I have to pull teeth, I'm like, okay, sir, goodbye. Enjoy
Exactly.
your life. Even if I don't, you don't give me a response, I got your response. That's more enough for me.
Exactly. Girl, because you didn't meet your husband, you met his representative.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
met I met a potential, and I'm like,
Literally.
wow, I can do this.
Hmm.
But oh, you failed miserably.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's wrap this up, guys. So guys, if this episode made you uncomfortable, good. That means you're starting to see clearly.
Hmm, hmm.
At the beginning of a relationship, attention and excitement can feel amazing, and there's nothing wrong with enjoying that. But when things move too fast emotionally, it's worth taking a step back and asking why. Because real connection doesn't usually need to be rushed. Healthy relationships tend to build gradually with consistency, honesty, and mutual effort. And when compliments and affection, and while compliments and affection are great, they should be backed by actions that stay consistent over time. Because real connection isn't about overwhelming someone with attention. It's about showing up steady and genuinely. And if someone starts out like a romantic movie but ends like a plot twist, well, that's just another entry in the Fluff Boy Journal. Thanks for listening to What the Fluff, guys. Have a great day, everybody.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.